So here's something I've always wondered. Why have scientists suddenly gotten so fascinated with aging? I mean, we've always just accepted it as part of life, wrinkles and all. But now there's this whole movement trying to unravel its secrets.
It's wild, isn't it? For so long, aging was just seen as this inevitable downhill slide. But now, researchers are realizing that aging itself is the biggest risk factor for so many diseases, heart disease, Alzheimer's, you name it. So instead of chasing each disease individually, the idea is, what if we could just slow aging at its core?
That almost sounds like science fiction treating aging as the root cause rather than just patching up problems as they pop up. But is that really possible?
It's not just a pipe dream anymore. This new field, geroscience, is all about connecting the dots between the biology of aging and chronic diseases. The hope is, if we can target how our bodies age, we might stay healthier for way longer, not just live longer, but actually enjoy those extra years.
That actually makes me think, what's happening in our bodies as we get older? Are there specific things breaking down, or is it just a general slow motion fall apart?
Funny you ask, because scientists have actually pinpointed several main culprits. These are called the pillars or hallmarks of aging. One big one is cellular senescence. Over time, some of our cells basically retire. They stop dividing and start sending out inflammatory signals that mess with nearby tissues.
So these rogue cells are just hanging around causing trouble? That sounds like a recipe for disaster. What else goes haywire?
Another huge factor is chronic, low-grade inflammation. Sometimes people call it inflammaging. It's like a slow burn inside the body, damaging organs over decades. Then there's mitochondrial dysfunction. The power plants of our cells get sluggish, which affects everything from our energy levels to how well our organs work.
I had no idea so much was going wrong under the hood. Are there more pillars scientists are keeping an eye on?
Definitely. There are changes in how our genes are expressed, epigenetic shifts, and the way our cells sense nutrients. When those nutrient pathways get out of whack, it can speed up aging too. So it's really a bunch of interconnected systems failing together.
After hearing all that, I'm kind of hoping there's a magic fix. Are there real interventions out there, or is this just hype at this point?
There's a lot of hype, but also some genuine promise. One of the most exciting areas is something called senolytics drugs that actually hunt down and clear out those senescent troublemaker cells. Early results in animals are really encouraging, and human trials are already underway.
Wait, so they're trying to zap the zombie cells and see what happens? That's straight out of a sci-fi movie. What else are scientists trying?
Another classic is caloric restriction, basically eating less without starving yourself, which has extended lifespans in everything from worms to monkeys. Intermittent fasting is being explored for similar effects. There's also buzz around metformin, a diabetes drug, and rapamycin, which tweaks a major nutrient pathway. Both have shown signs of delaying aging in some studies.
It's wild to think a diabetes pill or skipping breakfast a few days a week could impact aging. What about those stem cell therapies everyone's talking about?
Stem cells are like the body's repair crew, but they get tired with age. If we can rejuvenate or replace them, we might be able to keep tissues younger and healthier for longer. It's early days, but the science is moving fast.
Honestly, all this future tech sounds great, but for people listening today, what can we actually do to age better right now?
Great question. Even though the big breakthroughs are still on the horizon, there's plenty we can do. Adopting a healthy, plant-rich diet. For one, it's linked over and over with longer, healthier lives. Some people add intermittent fasting or mild caloric restriction, but basics like vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats go a long way.
I love that you don't need a lab full of scientists to get started. What about exercise? That's always in the mix, right?
Absolutely. Staying active is huge. Regular movement keeps muscles, heart, and even the brain in better shape as we age. Plus, don't underestimate the power of good sleep, and managing stress both have a real impact on those aging pathways we talked about, like inflammation and energy production.
Honestly, it's kind of reassuring to know that the basics eat well, move, sleep, de-stress still matter. High-tech breakthroughs or not.
Totally. The cutting-edge stuff is exciting, but simple lifestyle choices are still the best ticket we've got to healthier aging, at least for now.
Before we wrap up, where do you see this whole field going in the next decade? Is there a chance we'll actually change how we think about getting older?
What excites me most is that we might stop seeing aging as this unchangeable path and start thinking of it as something we can influence. If geroscience pans out, we could spend more of our lives free from diseases like Alzheimer's or diabetes, not just living longer, but living better.
That's such a hopeful perspective. Of course, there's still a lot we don't know. And I imagine moving from lab animals to actual humans is a huge leap.
For sure, translating breakthroughs from mice to people is always tough. Aging is so complex, there probably won't be a single magic bullet. But the momentum is building, and it's only a matter of time before some of these ideas start changing lives, and maybe healthcare itself.
Well, I'm definitely rooting for that future. Thanks so much for unpacking this with me. It's been enlightening and kind of inspiring, honestly.
Happy to chat about it. The science is moving fast, but until we get there, every healthy day is still a win.